Hey guys, I am back today to give you an updated look at my Filofax, which has been requested. I've been using this planner since January now. I will put links to the first couple videos I did on this down below. I broke it up into two parts: calendar organization and then project management organization. Today I'm going to give you a look at my calendar organization part because, total honesty here, I really haven't gotten into using the project management side. And the reason for that is because I haven't really been home enough to tackle any big projects. But I'm hoping to start using that side and start working on some projects this fall. So once I get more into that, I'll do an updated look at that maybe at the beginning of next year at the project management side after I flesh that out a bit. But first, I'm going to show you 8 months in how my calendar organization has panned out. So it looks rather big and kind of cumbersome, but it's really very nicely all kept together. I love this. This is the A5 size. It's the Finsbury, I think was the model, in the Imperial color, I believe, for purple. It's a beautiful pebbly leather. I don't believe they have this model anymore, but I'm pretty sure it's been discontinued. But, you know, Filofax makes a lot of A5 planners, and they're just beautifully made and held up really, really well. So when you open the binder, that falls out. So I normally keep this like flat on my kitchen counter, open flat. This, I don't have this connected in because I pull it out so often to use the things in it. I think I'll just start off by showing you what's in my little pouch here. I got the pouch from Filofax as well. All of the inserts, unless ones that I note that aren't from Filofax, are from Filofax. So I keep my pens in here that I use to color code my calendar. I have gray is for family travel, light purple's for me and Dawn calendar events, dark green is for family calendar events, light blue is for me only calendar events, dark blue is for me travel. The maroon one is for Winnie's calendar. The pink one is for like exercise and yoga class schedules. The light green one is for Dawn only calendar. And then the orange is birthdays and holidays. So these are actually, let me take these out, LePen pens. I've been using these for many years. I love this brand of pen. I'll give you a look. Maybe I'll show a darker one because it'll come up better. LePen. They're from, I think they're from Japan. Is that what that says? Yeah, they're by Marvy. They're made in Japan. I find mine at local stationery stores. I know you can order them online as well. And I'm pretty sure, is it Blick or something like that? The art store, supply store sells these as well. So I use these to color coordinate my calendar, which you'll see in a moment. And I have 3 other items in here. Let me put my pens back. I have a white pearl latex-free eraser from Papermate. Because I do end up erasing a lot, I write most of my calendar stuff in pencil, aside from the color coding things, which you'll see in a moment. I have refills for my Vera Bradley pencil. This is by Pentel. These are high polymer HB Super 0.7, 30 pieces. That's what it says. It's just the lead for my pencil. So I keep that in there because I end up running out of lead quite a bit. And then I have a little Bic whiteout mini pen thing. So this is what creates the most of the bulk in this. Otherwise this would be pretty flat. But this comes in handy for the things that I write in pen that I need to end up changing. So I just like to keep it in there. It just keeps everything nice. So I usually have that tucked into the front, but I'm going to keep it out so it doesn't like keep falling out annoyingly. And then I have my set of Vera Bradley pen and pencil set, which I bought at the same time as I bought the planner. The pen is just a regular pen, black ink. I love that they match so nicely, the binder. And then oop, that came apart. Oops, that's how you put the lead in. The mechanical pencil is one of these kind of click up ones, and it's also a very nice pencil. So those are the writing implements that I use that aren't colorful. And then the first look inside, you'll see I have a bunch of things tucked into the side here, and then starts the things that are clipped into the actual binder part. So I have this little sticky note, 480 decorated stickies in assorted sizes. This was a gift from one of my friends. I think it was for either my birthday or Christmas. I got it around the same time as I got the binder. It was a really nice gift. I use it all the time. It's by Gallison, New York is the brand. And not only does it like fit perfectly into that pocket there, but it's got lots of different sizes of sticky notes. You can see it's got J's on it for my name, Jennifer. These are all sticky. This is like a long list one, and then 3 sort of like standard post-it note size ones, and then 4 little sticky tabs. And you'll see when I show you the calendar portion how I utilize those. So those are tucked into the side, and then I only have one other thing tucked into the side here at the moment, and these are the labels I use to for like certain things, like chores, sorts of things that I do on a regular basis. I put in little, using these little Martha Stewart Home Office with Avery removable color coding labels. So I have the ones out that I'm using right now that I'm still getting through, but I will go through that when I show you the calendar part as well. So I just keep the labels up front tucked into this little perfectly sized pocket, and that's what I have up there. And like I said, this usually tucks in right there too. I don't keep it clipped in. Then I have my New Year's resolutions in this like laminated pouch that I made for 2012 to just be like a reminder of that. And I did a whole video on that too, so if you're interested you can search for that. And then starts the calendar. So I really don't use, the first few pages are like, there's a map, there's an overall calendar, and then there's a map and personal information, notable dates, religious festivals, European Union members, international information, weights and measurements, the world and time, world temperature guide, clothing size equivalents, and then it starts the monthly calendar. So I have 2 calendar inserts in here. I have the month at a glance, and then I have day on a page. So I use the month at a glance for over like kind of bigger picture things, just to help me kind of visualize. I like month at a glance views for visualization purposes, for like time management. And you can see my color coding come into play here. Dark blue travel. Let's see if I can find a good one to show you. Okay, well, orange birthdays, dark green family things. Let's see, light pink is exercise and yoga class schedules. Gray is family travel. Light blue is personal appointments. Orange birthdays, already said that. Purple is our me and Dawn calendar things. Light green is Dawn's calendar, that's like separate from me stuff. And up to current day, you can see August is a lot of travel, we've been gone. So I like this for at a glance, overall kind of looking at my month and kind of being able to visualize the bigger picture items, bigger picture to do things. Then I said I had 2 calendars in here. I actually have 3 kinds of calendars. I have the horizontal year planners. So I have one for 2011. And it opens up like this, that's why it's a horizontal year planner. And 2012, and then also one for 2013. And I use this for travel specifically because we travel kind of a lot. It's not for business most of the time. Sometimes Don travels for business, not so much in his newest job. But I like to keep the year that happened before, the current year, and the year that's going to happen next in at a time. So once it gets to be 2013, I'll take the 2011 horizontal year planner out and I'll add a 2014 one on the other end. So it'll be like a sandwich, right? But what I do is I break down travel. You can see blue is personal and me and Don travel, and then green is just him. And this is a great way to plan out travel, especially if you travel a lot, because it's a really great way to look at the whole year at a glance. And that's what I like about that. And what I do with travel is I put things in pen that are set in stone, that I've already booked. And I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but I put in pencil things that I haven't booked yet, but I might be doing. So that's basically what's happening there. Ooh, this is hard to hold. Okay. And then the last calendar I have in here, which takes up the most room, is my day-by-day calendar. So I've gotten through this much of the calendar already. We're 8 months into the year, so obviously I'm well into the calendar. And I have this magnetic paper clip that I got at the Container Store. It is by Oli Block. I don't know if it's going to focus on that, but I hope it does. It's a really strong magnetic paper clip, which is great to keep the pages together of the calendar of the days that have already gone by. I like that a lot. I like to keep my calendars. I don't like tear out the pages when they're done. That works for some people, but I'm the kind of person who likes to look back. So my day by day, and here I'm just going to give you a look at the current page I'm looking at. So every day of the week has its own day, except for the weekend, which is on one page. So Saturday and Sunday share a page, but every other day has its own day. And this is actually a really good way to show you this. I'm actually going to arrange the camera so you guys can get a better look, kind of a bird's eye look. Okay, so here today is Sunday. So you can kind of get a sense of how I use the calendar. On the side that has the numbers for the time of day, I put in appointments, events, that sort of thing. Those are the things that go in ink. So yesterday, I haven't had a lot of appointments the last 2 days, but this is just to show you. Yesterday I had an appointment at Mac to get my iPhone looked at, so I have that blocked out in the light blue for me. And then we had a family dinner at my parents' house, so I have that blocked out in dark green for a family event. And then over here, I didn't make it to Zumba yesterday, so I actually wrote that in pencil on the side, but I have Zumba class marked out in pink on Saturday morning. And then you can see birthday in orange here. Yesterday on the 18th, it was my niece's 7th birthday, so I have that written on the top. So that's what I generally put: birthdays, holidays, special events that are all day things on the top like that happen every year, whereas appointments and things that are just, things that I've scheduled go in the actual this side of the calendar. And this is fuller or less full depending on the day, obviously, and what I have to do. Then every day I write out a to-do list. Well, most every day. I don't take this with me when I travel. I don't take to-do lists with me when I'm on vacation. This basically just lives at home. Because for me, it's not for work, it's not for school, it's not necessary that I have it with me all the time. I do use the iCalendar program, or the calendar program in my iPhone as well, and I keep them synced up. This is what the calendar program looks like, and it'll show, appointments on dates, like for instance on the 17th. Oops, that's the wrong one. On the 17th, I have my iPhone appointment. I forgot to put in my family dinner. But, this way I have my calendar with me all the time. This is more for, like, my to-do list management and sort of, like, keeping better track of my calendar, because I was just using the iPhone for a long time, but I found that I was missing a lot of things. So I went back to using a Filofax, which I used for years in high school and college and loved, for keeping track of assignments and things of that nature. So every day, well, usually the evening before, right before I go to bed, actually, I'll write out my to-do list for the next day. I write that in pencil because that changes. And I am a total to-do list fanatic. I keep track of to-do lists every day. I check it off, even on the weekends. Of course, there are going to be some days I don't make a list, but more days than not, I do. So I use the lines as if the time that's already written in the calendar page goes all the way over, so I kind of estimate what time I'd be doing what sorts of things. And when I don't get to those things, I'll either cross them out if I'm never going to do them or not going to do them anytime soon, or I'll put them in parentheses, and that means that I'm going to be doing them in the next few days and that they should make it into another to-do list. So for instance, I meant to film for my Housewife Life channel on Friday, but I didn't get to it, so I put it in parentheses and then I moved it over to today, for instance. So that's, you know, that's a general list. Now, like I said about the Martha Stewart little labels by Avery, you get these at Staples. I have a color-coded system that I use for certain things that I do often, as in every week on a regular basis. Green is for watering my plants. Red is for bills and filing. Blue is for cleaning and maintaining our hot tub. Yellow is for clothes laundry. Orange is for linen laundry. Now, so there's only 5 colors that come in this standard pack, but I did recently go back to Staples to, you know, stock up on more labels, and I saw that these also come in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, a 7 color version. So it's got 2 additional colors, this light blue and this light pink. And I'm thinking that I'm going to start, after I finish using these, I'll finish these first because that's waste not, want not. I'll start using the pink ones for Winnie's bath days. That Winnie is my dog. And the light blue ones, I'm not sure yet. But I wanted to have more colors, and I saw that they have them, and I really like these. They are repositionable, so they keep their sticky on them for a while. So some days I don't get to water the plants that day. Maybe I just forgot, I ran out of time, so I'll put it on to a different day. That sort of thing. So I keep these on the bottom of my calendar because there's a perfect space for them, and I usually don't put those parts into my to-do list, but sometimes I do if I really need help remembering to get to those things. And then additionally, I do use, like I showed, these sticky notes for additional notes, things that I need to remember to do that maybe don't require a whole block of time for. So on the weekday calendar, there's a line for every half an hour from like 7 until 9, whereas on the weekend it's only an hour allocated from like 7 till 6. So there are some days that I don't need a whole half an hour to do something. Like today I had to balance our hot tub water because I drained and refilled our hot tub yesterday. So I just made a little sticky note for that, and that also stands out more, so it's something I'm pretty sure I might forget to do or is particularly important to do, then I'll put it on a sticky note. Let me try to find some other sticky notes. You can see when we were in Utah, I didn't bring my calendar, so I didn't use this part. There's my packing list, or my leaving day of travel lists. Here's a lot of sticky note things going on. Sometimes I've used other sticky notes, things that like store lists, not like my grocery list, but other lists that I need to remember things to do. I like to sometimes put in, when I'm trying to pick out a nail color, I'll put it on Scotch tape and I'll put it in so I can see the color choices on the paper. So you get, here's another travel trip, you get a good sense. You can see, like I said, it's not every day, but most days I do use it. And I have been using this particular system for a while. Basically since the beginning of the year. Now you can see with time I did start using the sticky notes and I started kind of fleshing out my system. But that's the basic gist of things. And then when we are traveling, I put travel also in the top of the calendar in the blue for travel. Oh, can you guys see? With the little arrow, and then I write on the day we come home. So that's my basic daily calendar system and how I organize my to-do lists. So that's the basic gist of how I use my Filofax on a daily basis. I was for a while doing a week at a week at a glance with these big sticky notes made by Post-it notes. I don't know why those came off, but I just kind of fell out of that habit since I now do my lists the night before. I don't do a weekly planning as much anymore. I do have the project management side. Like I said, I haven't really touched much. I did start using it for the beginning of the year, and then I just sort of fell out of using it because we just weren't home enough for me to, you know, really work on a lot of projects. So if I start using that more, it takes up a very small amount of space of the actual Filofax, so I don't mind keeping it in here. If I start using it more, and I kind of plan on it, I'll do an updated look at that, you know, probably in another 5 or 6 months or something. But that is everything. I absolutely love my Filofax. I use it, like you could see, most every day, especially, you know, always when I'm home. Let me put this back in now. And I like the little accessories that I have, you know, accumulated to go with it. My little sticky notes, my Martha Stewart, Avery label stickers in the different colors, my Vera pen and pencil, and then my little pouch with my LePen pens, the whiteout by Bic, and the eraser. Those little things, and you know, the magnetic, a paper clip and such, those things just help keep it, you know, functional, keep it so I have everything that I need to use for it all together in one thing. And I really love it, and I'd love to see your Filofax or your planner or your calendar organization and how that works for you. I think it's just fascinating to see because, you know, we all have different ways of organizing our time. This just happens to work for me, and since implementing it in the beginning of the year, I've been like a lot more on top of things, and I just really love having all my to-do lists in one place, you know, everything easily accessible, and so I don't have like 1,000 sticky notes like stuck all over the house of things I have to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have a couple more summer travel videos coming up next, and then I hope to get into some actual projects. But fingers crossed, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you real soon. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.